Thank you. Hey everyone, my name is Orestis, and I bet you're wondering who or what could strike such fear in a person's eyes. I'm sure most PhD students will get this look when confronted with their thesis. It's kind of like a portrait of imposter syndrome. This look is not just found on PhD students, though. When asked how to reduce CO2 emissions of heating and cooling in a cheap way, engineers will get this face. And what's at stake is about a third of the UK's total CO2 emissions. How to scrap oil and gas boilers and turn to electricity from renewable energy. Just switching to electric heaters would need 100% more infrastructure. It's already hard to build what we currently need, and now we need to double that. But what if we approach things a bit differently? When asked about a smart city, what comes to mind are complicated systems, controls, codes, and designs that seem as if they came straight from a Matrix movie. But a smart city is one that can reuse what is already there in an elegant way, rethinking how we structure a system from one that it's individualistic, just burn gas at will, to one that relies on synergies, circularity, and reuse. So here's for an idea. What if we could use one network for heating and cooling? What if the waste heat from one becomes the source for the other? Think of it as a circular economy concept where the wasted heat from a sweaty hot tube station heats up your shower. Now imagine a network of pipes under your city at ambient temperature, like our drinking water network, with scattered heat pumps for heating or cooling down buildings. Now a heat pump is just a fancy name for an air conditioning unit, as the ones you see in most Mediterranean households, like mine in Athens. A heat pump works like a fridge. To keep the inside cold, it heats up the outside air. But it can also be used for heating up our house while further cooling the cold outside air. Now, instead of wasting this heat or cooling, we could capture it in this ambient temperature water network by using heat pumps, which work with water instead of air. So when cooling an office down, the wasted heat is trapped in our ambient network like a sort of a thermal battery. Now, how cool is that? What if a city could be heated just from the wasted heat from supermarket sewers and data centers? In fact, London's low temperature wasted heat is more than the entire city's heat demand. But currently, there is not a complete design on how this could work. There are many questions on what on earth is happening with the water in the network. After many cups of coffee, I came up with a hydraulic design. The key concept was to give water an escape route where it can always go to a centralized balancing unit. I discovered that, as mad as it sounds, hydraulics are a bit like art, with the beauty lying in simplicity. We let the system decide which way the water goes. I thus traveled to Munich in a modeler's nightmare, trying to experimentally validate my designs, surrounded by valves, pumps, and sensors. After 4 months, on the last day of my stay, we got everything to run for over 20 hours. So 3 years since starting my PhD, I'm happy to have done my part to shed some light in the cool side of heat. We are thus one step closer to making a frozen pizza aisle be the main reason your living room stays cozy during a cold winter's day. Thank you.